All right, so when I was in California last time, I obviously had to hit up the drugstore. California trip is not complete without a trip to the drugstore. The drugstores in Southern California versus the drugstores in Seattle are literally like visiting Disneyland versus the porta potty. So whenever I'm home, I always try to hit up CVS, the drugstore, coupon it up. CVS is usually like my go-to just because I feel like the whole extra bucks thing is like the best kind of drugstore reward system out there, and I go a little coupon crazy. But if you're excited for this video and you enjoy it while you're watching, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, you can join the Beirito family and subscribe. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, so we're switching up the background today now that the holidays are sadly over. RIP holidays. Most of the things I got from CVS, but a couple of things were from online and random. So these, I'm so excited to try these Ecotools 360 Ultimate Blend Brush because I love how dense these look, and this brush looks like it could be promising for a dupe for my Morphe G38 that was discontinued, my concealer brush that I used to always use. So I'm going to be trying this for foundation and concealer. I love that they really tapered these out at the bottom so they're not massive. I hate when, like, the only reason why I don't like Real Techniques brushes, a lot of them, are because they're so freaking hard to store because the bottoms go out, so it just takes up so much room if you have like a really packed brush container like this. This is just I just use a glass. But so I want to try out this BB cream by Joa, the Truly Yours BB Radiant Beauty Balm. I believe this only came in like 2 or 3 shades, but it's kind of typical for a BB cream. I love the Joa Truly Yours Natural Finish Foundation. I did a whole video on Joa makeup, and this one is actually not the shade I used in that video. There's a shade lighter, which is Porcelain, and this one matches me pretty well. So I'm gonna shake this up. I actually just realized I don't have any kind of like primer or anything on my face right now, so I'm actually gonna use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty that I tried in the e.l.f. First Impressions video. I'm also gonna be using a dewy setting spray underneath just so add some moisture into my skin this morning. Also use this in that video, but I'm gonna use the dewy setting mist underneath my makeup to see how it goes. And the spritzer on this is pretty crappy. Ugh. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna spray it in my hand and then like pat it on. So here's the size difference in these two. This one looks like pretty small. You could almost try this for under eye concealer too. So I'm gonna go in with the bigger one to try out the BB cream. Now that I know I like the Joa foundation, I have high hopes for this guy. I'm just going to go ahead and dip in. Okay, this BB cream smells like bathroom spray. Ooh. Yeah, not a great scent. It is like toning down a little bit. Definitely sheer coverage. I wouldn't even say light coverage. It's basically just like slightly toning down my redness. I'm not feeling this for what I like. Like if I'm going to use a really light coverage product, I like it to be a little bit more dewy and just, I don't know, a little bit more flattering on the skin. Instead, let's just go in with this one since we just talked about it. I'm going to give it a shake, and I'm just going to go on over top of this because I do want to see how the brush works with a foundation and just like a little more coverage. So I usually like to stipple my foundations on using this motion, but I do feel like I kind of need to blend this a little bit more just so I don't get like any kind of marks, because it is kind of like stamping if I try and stipple. I'm not a fan of oval brushes. I just find that they just kind of like smear around my foundation and make life more difficult. So compared to those, I do like this one better, but I still feel like it's a little bit more difficult to work with than like a usual foundation. I'm just having to spend longer to kind of blend out the strokes. Sounds like I'm like catching a softball every time I blend out the foundation on my face. Yeah, I feel like I'm not really getting like a even blend, so I'm just gonna use my dry sponge, just kind of go over, blend everything out. Something is definitely oxidizing, and it's not this foundation usually, so I'm assuming it's the BB cream. So yeah, definite pass on the BB cream. Very excited to try out this new concealer by Wet n Wild. I've gotten so many questions from you guys about if I'm going to be reviewing the Wet n Wild new stick foundation, and I am. It's coming in the next 15 Days of Foundation series. So I have 2 shades here. What are these? Fair Beige and Fair Neutral. Looks like Fair Beige is, I don't know, is that supposed to be lighter? It's 834 and this one's 835. So I'm going to try blending out one eye with this little guy. This feels like it might be a little bit too stiff, but we'll see. And then I'm going to try the other eye with my finger. Oh, that looks way lighter than it does in the tube. Not the best applicator. Okay, off the bat, I can tell you it's no Morphe G38. Definitely stiffer And it's giving me kind of like the marks as I blend it out. Maybe you could use this for eye primer, like using with the MAC paint pot. Shade of that concealer is pretty good, keeping in mind that my face is a little bit too dark for me right now. So if I just had my normal foundation color on, I think the concealer shade would be pretty good. Let's try the other side with my finger. Actually, should I just use the brush I've been using? Yeah, maybe I'll just use what I've been using to blend out concealer. So this is the E45. Again, don't love that brush, but it's like my current replacement. I've been trying like the lighter concealer method, not this, like just a dab like right on the inner corner to see if it helps with like creasing and stuff. It does the same thing on me, and I feel like it just makes me look more tired because there's less coverage and then the product just like comes off. So I still find that doing kind of more concealer like this in a triangle shape looks the best on my skin, but I've been really like playing around with my concealer lately and powders to try and figure out something that just makes me crease less, because I feel like in the last couple months I've just like started creasing so much more. I don't think it's the products, it's just literally like I'm getting older. It's just my under eyes. It's always weird when you're filling out some kind of like survey or something. I can't remember what I was doing the other day, where now I'm in the box where it says like 26 to 30 or whatever. You're in a new box. Whoa, just poked myself in the eyeball. Okay, I like how this concealer is drying down. Looking pretty nice. Like I would try out that concealer again for sure. I'd actually try to kind of highlight the center of my face. Why not? Smells like paint again. Yep, smells like you're in Lowe's. I don't know why every photo focus product smells like straight up paint. That looks fine on my nose and chin, but on the center of my face right here, that just made it look like very dry and almost separated. So whenever that happens, I just go in with my CWO Life Proof, and this usually can salvage it. I just go in. God, I have so much product on my forehead right now. But this usually helps. We will see. Okay, that helped the situation. I wouldn't say my base looks like good right now. So set the under eyes. I'm going to use my usual powders. I'll link them down below. Ooh, looks good on top of that concealer. Looks very nice and smooth. I'm going to use same powder, Physicians Formula, and just set my cheek area. Don't have a new brow product to try, so I'm just going to go in with my Joa brow pencil. Any of the other products that aren't first impressions in this video, I'm going to try and make Drugstore. So if you missed it in, I think that was last week's video when this goes out. Whoops, wrong end, Taylor. Just distracted myself. I had a little announcement in my last Shadow and Schmooze video, but I have 3 new merch styles on a whole new platform, a 99 bottles of foundation on the wall poster that is so cute and I'm so in love with, and I can't wait to get it so I can hang it up right there. Cannot wait. And then I also have a mug, and the mug is like a really nice big style coffee mug, not just like the standard size. It's nice and big. I wanted something like thick and round and just really nice quality. Then I have a crew neck hoodie that goes up to size 4XL. I'm going to try this one for my eye primer, so leave a link for those down below. Most of them are pre-order. That's how this new company I'm using does it. They pre-order, and then once they have the quantities, then they place the order and ship everything out. For blush, bronzer, and highlight, I'm going to try out these new Pixie Glow palettes. I have 2 of them here. I'm just going to open both and see which one I want to go in with. So I'm going to go in with the bronzer shade in this one since it looks a little bit lighter. It looks like it has a little bit of shimmer, but we'll see. Ooh, pretty tone. Ooh, really nice tone. Blends out nice. I can already tell I'm going to get a ton of use out of this. So when I really like turn my face directly into the light, you can see shimmer there. But if you're just like, you know, not doing that, I don't really know anyone who walks around like this, but if you do, let me know. I don't mind shimmery bronzers as long as they're not like straight up highlighters, you know. A little bit of a glow is okay. I'd be down for a peachy blush right now, but I'm kind of tempted to try this like super light pink in this one. Yeah, I think I want to try the light pink. And I'll probably go, whoops. Then I'll probably go back into the other palette for the highlight shade. Okay, that's also pretty. Definitely has a glow to it too. I can't get over that bronzer shade. Beautiful. Okay, so let's go in with this lightest highlight shade right here. Oh, heck yeah. Oh yeah, okay. I'm a little bit in love with this palette. Beautiful highlight, not too glittery. Pixi kind of knows what they're doing with the highlighters. I also really like this one. This has been in my like reach for everyday kind of bin. That shade right there. Very nice. I'm gonna take whatever's left over and run it right in the middle of my eyebrows and up, just for a little extra glow. Okay, so I went a little crazy with the eyeshadows because I just found 4 that I have never seen before. So I got 2 by Rimmel. So this is the Magnifies Blush Edition, and then this one is the Spice Edition. I snapped when I was in CVS in San Diego when I picked these up, and these got probably like the most mixed reviews I've ever had when I ask how a product is. Some people said they were the absolute worst eyeshadow palettes they've ever tried from the drugstore, and some said they were great. So I'm really curious. It might be like one palette's good, one's not great. We'll see. Then I also picked up 2 new shades of the Maybelline City Mini palettes, and this one, oh my gosh, look at that yellow shade right there, so pretty. In the past, I've really liked the City Mini palettes, and I love that they're just so small and easy to travel with too. This one I feel like could have some really good everyday kind of shades. Like I love that cool toned shade right there, and the lighter one. I would totally use just all of these. Love that these are all mattes too. So I'm kind of wanting to do just like a major all matte look using these 2 palettes and then save these for another video. I'm thinking that's what we're gonna do. Let me know if you guys want to see this in another video. I'm gonna use as many of these shades as possible. So I think I'm gonna start out with this one right here. The formula of the City Mini mattes are a little bit more soft, which I usually don't like, but these ones don't spread too much. Usually with like really soft mattes, they can just kind of spread, so it's hard to get them exactly where you want them. I wish copyright wasn't a thing and we could just like jam out to music together as I do my makeup and talk to you guys. Nice, nice. Okay, let's go in with the shade right next to it. That's a little bit deeper. Actually, first I'm gonna do, no, yeah, let's do that one. Wow, really decisive right now. Just deepening up the whole crease with that, bringing it all the way in. I'm gonna take this shade. I might actually put this all over the lid. We'll see how it looks. But first I'm gonna start it. Oh, that would be a pretty all over lid shade. Okay, we're putting this all over the lid, apparently. I'm going ice skating tonight. I'm so excited. I haven't ice skated in probably like 3 years. It's gonna be fantastic. 3 years, probably closer to like 8 years. Love that lid shade. Now I'm gonna go back in with the warmer shade and just bring that a little bit higher and blend out those edges. Now I'm going to go in with the deepest brown shade in this palette. Only on like the outer third of my eye. I'm getting some fallout with this shade, so I'm going to go back in with the brush to clean it up in a sec. Whenever I want to clean up fallout, I just make sure I don't have any blush or anything on here, and then go in with my Duo Fiber brush by Sigma. This is the F15. This just like picks up the shadow without smearing it across your face. I'm gonna use a black liner on my waterline. First I'm gonna go in with the all over lid shade, this one. Okay, now we're going in with the deepest brown shade again. Press that right underneath my lashes below the eyeliner. Yeah, that deeper brown shade does have quite a bit of fallout. So before I go in for liner and lashes and everything, I'm gonna use my Catrice Dewy Glow just to spray my whole face down. Okay, definitely want to do wing today, so I'm just using my Physicians Formula Eye Booster. Ooh, that was a wing. I was going in with Wet n Wild Mega Length for my bottom lashes. Alright, so then last up for lips, I picked up this in the same San Diego CVS trip, and I've used this one time in, I think it was when I was in San Diego, right after I just got it, but this is the Rimmel Stay Satin lip color in the shade Take a Chill Pill. I think I'm first going to use my collab lip liner in is this non-satin see-through? Why can I never remember the name of this one? Is it just like a really good neutral nude that needs to be sharpened apparently? I dread sharpening products. It's like right up there with doing laundry. So let's go in with this one. Don't really remember what I think of this. I think I also layered it before. Oh, wow. Heavy chemical scent, like very heavy. I also picked up this gloss when I was there, and this one has a really terrible scent as well. I mean, that looks really pretty. I like that nude shade. The scent is just like god awful. And you can smell it when it's on your lips. It's not one of those that you can only smell when you're like applying it. I kind of want to try to layer this Maybelline one over top. Okay, there we go. Those two layered are pretty. This is 55 Driver, and I really like those two shades together. I feel like that's a really pretty nude combo that's not like super pinky. All right, so this is the final look using all drugstore makeup and some first impressions. Standout product is definitely the Pixie Glow palette. I'm so in love. I love the bronzer shade, love the highlight shade. The concealer I also really like so far. I feel like it's not creasing as badly as some of my other concealers have been creasing because it kind of dries down, which is really nice. And then these two palettes, there are obviously some shades in each one that I haven't tried out yet, but just speaking for the shades that I used, I mean, I didn't have any issues besides a little bit of fallout. I would totally wear those again, and I really like the kind of like camel warmish brown shade that's on my lid right now, this one. So those are kind of like the standout things out of all the stuff I tried, but I'm gonna have everything listed down below in the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it, and I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.